Hello, everyone. So it's that time of the week where I summarize stuff that I found interesting in The Economist. As always, breaking down into three parts. Sorry, this video is going to be very plain Jane, not a lot of graphics, pictures, or cutaways or anything like that. That's for two reasons. Number one, kind of bit under the compression of time. But this is also going to be a very serious video because we're going to talk about a very serious problem. So I will have a link to this in the description. This is spreadsheets of think tanks and NGOs. I'm up to 169 that have been mentioned in both the Foreign Affairs and The Economist. So it covers a wide range of policy on everything you could imagine, from drugs, gun control, immigration, public transportation, and whatnot. Like I said, up to 169. Hopefully by the end of this week I'll have like 170 even, and then I'm probably going to stop after that. So, first of two security issues, fentanyl. It has been killing about 75,000 people per year for the last several years. I have here the reasons that fentanyl is such a deadly drug. It's highly addictive. It's easy to smuggle because it's smuggled in pill form. So, say cocaine or meth, you've got to have the physical substance, you've got to have a way to package it, and you've got to have a way to sort of conceal it. This is all much easier to do with fentanyl. Fentanyl is extremely potent, on the order of magnitude of several 10 times whatever heroin is, or morphine. I forget which one, but it's more potent actually than both of those. And it's easily manufactured. The publications keep a tight lid on it, but you need something like two chemicals, and you need a type of press, and voila, you've got your drug made. I really wanted to get a woman to do like a closeout, a girl I know named Jamie. She lost her brother to fentanyl. He was a fentanyl overdose. So it's become one of these things in the United States that you either know someone who was, killed by a drug overdose, or you know someone who lost someone. This is awful. And this is only one drug. We still got meth out there. We still got heroin out there. We still got cocaine out there. Children are getting access to cannabis younger and younger because of, legalization and whatnot. So we got a full plate when it comes to the drug war. We really do. Russia's frozen assets. So, for those of you who don't know by now, Vladimir Putin is what you call a kleptocrat. He stole a lot of money from the state and he put it overseas, and this worked out very well for him up until he decided to invade Ukraine because he is crazy. What to do with these frozen assets? Now, the first instinct is give them to Ukraine, but this is going to be a problem because it might not be a legal thing to do. The issue with this is, okay, if he's got assets, say, let's pick any, let's say the U.S. and Canada, I'm sure he has some assets in. Because of sanctions, it's fully legal for the nations of the United States or Canada to freeze those assets and freeze that money. However, it's not legal to repurpose them necessarily. And it's hard to justify repurposing them to Ukraine when they weren't in Ukraine. Now, of course, I know people are sympathetic to that country and, what Volodymyr Zelensky has been doing. God be with him. But it might not be strictly legal. And even if it is repurposed, it's not, once the conflict ends, let's hope it doesn't go on for 3 years, although it might. That's 2 years and some change as of right now. It'll take $480 billion to rebuild. So it's a very sticky situation, and there's no real clear answer on how to go about this. But in happy news, amazing breakthroughs are happening in battery science. I'm hoping we're going to wise up. Oddly enough, when we create better batteries, we just tend to get very lazy on how we use energy. The laptop is the best example of this. Batteries engineered to do more. However, though, so the processing power gets cranked up with battery power, and so for many years you just had sort of for many years you basically just had it where battery life was not really improving. Now there are some models laptops coming out where it'll last days just on battery. Also, we need to get away from cobalt. Cobalt has spurred some really bad human rights abuses. I should rather say the desire to obtain cobalt at any cost. I'm actually going to read Cobalt Red sometime this year, I promise, because several of my friends want me to read it because they don't want to. So that's the way it goes sometimes. Either way, thank you.